everybody. It is Christine. It is time for day 11 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. And I'm also doing the Rainbow Crush Hop with the paper Snob. So, of course, I'll have those descriptions below. And this month's color is rainbow. And I had in my head, I have this really beautiful 49 Market collection, and this piece of paper was in there. And I thought, that's perfect. I've got this cute butterfly thing here. There's like all kinds of stuff. Like there's even a ginormous one here. So we may do something like this because I mean, ooh, could turn it like this, right? It's a little off. I don't know. We'll see about this because they have the rainbow out of a different order. Anyway, the point is I have things to work with here. So the sketch, here's my photo. This was, my daughter was 4. And I think we'd gone to the mall or something, and they had like a little Easter bunny set up top deal. And I thought, this is really pretty because I kind of have the rainbow going on in here. And the sketch, now this is going to be tricky because she's got like torn paper here, almost like a torn paper looking thing here. But again, I'm kind of thinking this might work for that. So I don't know what I'm going to do, you guys. I'm going to try to follow this, but I may have to deviate a little bit. This has got 2 photos. I may introduce... Like, I have also some ephemeras and stuff from them that may come in instead. Like, I may use a journaling card or something here instead of, and then use the photo down here is maybe what I'm thinking. No idea what my title's going to be. I have something, I'm sure. Don't know what. We'll figure it out. But because this is where I'm starting. The reason I also picked this one is because she shows kind of these neat, like, vertical things. And I thought maybe these little laser pieces possibly could work for those because they have these laser pieces. And so maybe I'll do something with these. I'm not sure. I thought I had more. Yes, there's a whole bunch more. So I may decide to use some of those as those vertical pieces. So let me figure out what I'm going to do. What did I just say? For my torn paper up there maybe? I don't know. Let me think just a minute because I really enjoy this. So maybe I can pretend that's the torn paper. That could be pretty. And then figure out my title. I may go get something out of my stash because I have some big black letters and that seems like that could work. That could be really pretty like that. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's exactly the same, but we'll see. Okay, let me do a little bit of work and I'll be back on in a second. Okay, I have gone through... Well, first off, I had to fussy cut a lot of flowers and whatnot. I still had a lot of stuff on full sheets inside that collection, so I fussy cut a lot of that out. That's well, y'all don't realize it. It's been probably 2 hours since I've recorded that last section. So I fussy cut a bunch of stuff out. That's all on the right hand side, along with some of the laser cuts and stuff. And then I've also, have I mounted the photo on black cardstock? I think I took the photo mounted on black cardstock already as well. Now I've also gone through my ephemeras and things, and I've pulled out a couple of like backing pieces. And so when I start to lay that down, you'll know, you know, I've already kind of got it prepared because I knew it was going to take me a bit to kind of sort through things. So I've done that already. So obviously what I'm doing right now is I'm taking that giant rub-on, which I adore, and I'm laying this down. You can kind of see what I'm, from a technique standpoint, I like rub and then check and then rub and then check. And then this is good if you have rub-on, so you don't yank it up before it's ready. That cat, she's jumping all over stuff. You saw she kicked my ephemeras there. So I'm going to just finalize this bit. I'm kind of imagining this on this sketch as kind of that little torn piece at the top. And she kind of had like, it looked almost like the middle. Honestly, I could imagine people tearing a giant band and making that go across, I think. I didn't do that, obviously, because I'm using this rainbow as my background. But I could see that happening. But I'm using that butterfly rub-on up there as kind of those torn effects or whatever, if that makes any sense. Just being inspired by, I guess. And then I've got these little laser pieces here, these little laser lace looking things. And I kind of love these, honestly. She had those vertical pieces on hers, and I kind of like this. It kind of frames the layout on the sides, and I think it looks neat. I'm going to actually end up using Nuvo glue to glue those in. When I start to do that, I'll actually cut away because it takes me just a few minutes to glue it down. But here's what I meant about the pieces for the photo, the little backing pieces. So there was like a kind of a frame piece, the green one there, and I've cut that all out. And then I've got these 2 like library card looking things, and I'm going to use that to mount on behind the photo. And then I did mount, like I said, the photo on the black cardstock. I left that little skinny white border that was actually on the photo itself. It's a little off, but you can't tell too much. It gives enough a little white, pop of the pop off that black. I like that a lot. So I found this little bits here. It's kind of this scripty looking font. I'm looking to make sure what I want to use is what I'm going to use. I almost use Celebrate, but I decided to use Remember because I'm going to grab some other font or other letters after this and add Easter 2002 because my daughter was 4 here and she looks so cute. She has like a little satin, I think this might be one of those, I forget the word, you guys. I'm so sorry. Like little Japanese outfits or whatever. It's like a little pant set. She looked cute in that with her little hair. And we'd gone to the mall or something. This was just like a little photo op at the mall. And they had a little bunny and stuff. So she was so cute. She wasn't afraid. I was kind of impressed. So I've glued all that down. And I'm going to put this little envelope looking thing in the upper right where that other photo is shown. Because I'm going to use that as just a little mini journaling spot. She showed the journaling kind of at the bottom. But I'm going to have it up there because I didn't have a second photo unless I just put the same one. I didn't really wish to do that on this one. So I have done, but not on this layout. So I'm looking at that and I'm going, okay. I need to start organizing my florals and stuff in just a second. So I'm going to start taking all these little pieces and laying them down. Now, there was some actual flowers. There was actually, it looks like poppies or something. No, they're pansies. There's pansies in the background of the photo. And there was a few flowers that looked kind of like pansies. I think they might be. I don't know. I'm not a floral expert, so you may correct me. But there's a couple that look kind of like pansies. And then I had fussy cut some others that were just, little colored flowers. And so I'm going to go around and just organize these in a way that looks pleasing to me. She had those like leaf sprays coming off the left and right side of the photos. And so I thought it looked pretty good. I'll put a couple little leaves and flowers and things like that. And I will add a couple of butterflies too. I don't overly butterfly this because there wasn't really, actually there is a big old butterfly in that photo. I just realized it. I think I put 5 butterflies on here, 6 butterflies. 6 butterflies, I guess. And a bunch of flowers and some leaves and things. And then the other thing I did actually end up going and doing, I think it's okay, but I ran off. I knew Hip Kit, I had like a Easter collection. So I ran off and I'm going to actually add a little bunny rabbit to that envelope. Now, I don't think I do that as I'm doing this. I think I do that after. But I will actually add a little bunny rabbit. And I think it looks okay. It's a little bit more, this collection with 49 Market's real artsy-fartsy, kind of painted looking and all that kind of stuff. But the bunny's not exactly that way, but I think it's okay because it does have like the blues and the pinks and things. So you'll see that in just a second when I glued everything down. I will glue everything down with Nuvo glue except a few pieces of little florals. I'll add some foam behind them. And now you can see that bunny. It's on that little envelope up there in the upper right. He's just kind of poking out. I don't make him a big feature. I'm just kind of bringing that blue and that green up in there and that pink. I think it's okay. And then I'm going to get into the little enamel pieces here. I'm going to put them kind of tone on tone. So I'll put like some green on the greens and purples on the purples, little blue on blue. And just to add a little bit of shine. Takes me just a second to get those on there. And I will journal off camera as well before I do the slowdown. It just says Brooke loved petting the bunny during this little photo up at the mall. I've already got the date and everything down below, so I'm not going to, I didn't add the date up there, but just added my tiny little bit of journaling there. I thought that was cute. Yeah, here's me just putting my little enamel dots. I'm really pleased with this, though. I'm not going to lie. I was a little bit concerned initially when I saw the sketch and I was thinking rainbow, and I'm like, okay, how am I going to get this working? But I actually really love this. I think this turned out great. I love this color challenge this month. So thank you, Tara, for that. And I think I successfully executed on the rainbow. I'm actually really proud of this from the rainbow perspective, too. So I think, I think that's it, you guys. So I'm going to do the slowdown in just a second. You can maybe see a little bit better, like the little foam, where the foam bits are and things like that gives it the dimension. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out my description box because there's always playlists and links and things like that. Facebook groups if applicable, which it is in both of these cases. So make sure you check those out. Look at the folks playing along with me. Give them some love. And don't forget to like and subscribe and say hello and all that good stuff. The YouTubes. They want you to do that so they know you're watching. So thanks so much, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.